Thank you, country chicken lady.
I'm on my last straw. I'm broken and I'm woken up. I'm done feeling your lies. I've had enough. I can't run your place in this faulty game. And all the words you speak mean nothing more to me. 'Cause let's start over now. Rewind, and I won't let you go. I need you by my side.
Damn it. Sorry. I'm not gonna do that all over again. No. Well, hello everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Really do appreciate your time. Today is September 10th, 2024. It is 5:48 p.m. on the East Coast of the United States. I don't know about you, but it sure has been a long day. It has been a long one, brothers and sisters. That's all I got to say. How are my pearls doing? Hope you are well. Thank you so much for joining me. Good to see you all. I'm just trying to get this fan off. Bear with me as I make sure I don't catch pneumonia. Okay. Sorry, the real me too. I bet you do. I bet you do. I want to thank my beloved Kristen for joining up there. Good to see you, Kristen. Thank you so much, my dear. Really do appreciate you. Welcome to the family. And might I say, pearls look amazing on you, dear Kristen. Thank you so much. Um, so yes. So for those of you that didn't get to see our morning afternoon show, it's been a day to say the very least. Today is the day that Bullhorn Betty had court with the Proud Sox, and it was basically designed to do, skip to do another day, more or less. Just going to do it a different day. I think that is strategically. I think they, from what I understand, they both agreed on that. I think there is a lot of work for people to think about. I think there's a lot of work for the attorneys to do. So what I am gathering is what I think is going to happen. And I agreed with Mr. E's Crimecast earlier. If you not subbed up to Mr. and Mrs. E and Auntie, make sure you sub up to them. Annette, thank you so much for 3 months, my dear. Really do appreciate you. Don Grimm of 3, thank you, my dear, for 13 continual months. I love you, Don Grimm of 3. Thank you so much, my dear. Good to see you. They did have court, but they were. I hope you feel better, chemistry. Hope you feel better, honey. But what they did is they moved it for October 10th. Um, now, where you're at in this is up to you, right? The only thing I will tell you in this is I will tell you my opinion on it, and then I will tell you what I know to be true. And it doesn't matter what creator it is for or against, I will always tell you the truth. Seth ain't a drunk, though. I don't know what's going on there. Probably another rumor. Um, However, what I think is going to happen, I think Betty will probably get off when it's all said and done with just about everything. Um, she might not get off with a little bit of it, but I want to go over why I think that. Could be wrong. I don't know. I think where the attorney may have them at is she was not given any sort of trespassing at all. At all. She wasn't giving any sort of trespassing. Now, they may be able to say that she was avoiding service. I don't know a lot about that part right there. I really don't know about a lot about that part. Um, and how Florida and Tennessee work. But what I do know, and we'll go over this in just a little bit, is, and I'm going to review it with you. We're going to read it together. They, when you are trespassed, right? When you're trespassed, you have to be given an oral warning. The first time you go on a place, one time, that is not trespassing. That is never trespassing. Whether you go now, if you're in like a power, you like a utility line, that's probably not, that would not be considered trespassing anyways. But regardless, let's just say it is. You have to be told, number one, that you're trespassing. Why do I know this? Is because I used to do First Amendment auditings. Did they have signs posted? That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. Those signs mean nothing at the end of the day. You can have it posted. That could be considered your first warning. Even if a sign is up, that is your first warning, right? If a sign is up, you still have to be written that you are trespassing. That you are trespassing, right? So, because I mean, you think about it, we go in different places all the time that's, privately owned. Even if it's a public, even if it's if it's like a Walmart, usually the land itself is privately owned, you know. But we'll get to that. I just could not believe my stars today when it came to Chris. Wendy, thank you so much, my dear, for three. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Don't the certain amount of property. Um, it's a varying degree, yes. Basically, if there is a utility line along the road, um, trying to, even though they have, it's sort of a, I don't want to say it's a, maybe it's a right of way, if you will. There is an access. Um, he looks like his blood pressure's been up, in my opinion. People was saying that Seth was in a wreck with a school bus after court in Clarksville today. Hold on. Doubt it. I'll tell you. One second, I need to mute. All right. All right. So we'll check on that. We'll check on that. It has been, we're going on what, 7 months? Oh shit. Sorry. We're going on what, 7 months? It's been, Seth's truck broke down. He didn't wreck. That is exactly, you never know. You never know. CP looked a hot mess. Thank you, reality. Thank you so much. We're going to get to that for 6 months. And thank you again, Wendy, for 3 months. Appreciate you, my friends. For those of you that missed it today, I'll show you, but I'll just give you the clip first. This is the foot. This is Mr. Foot. And Omic Foot had a foot. E-I-E-I-O. And on this foot, he had a foot. E-I-E-I-O. 1 second. Damn, where'd it go? Okay, here it is. This was, oh, why don't I have my thing off? Sorry. This was me today whenever I found out that, when I realized that was him. Oh my God, look at Chris. Is that Chris? Is that Chris? All right, ladies. Oh my God, look at Chris. Is that Chris? Is that Chris? I could not believe it. I was like, holy mother chicken of the 7 C's. I could not believe it, y'all. Yeah, the evil glare. This is a far cry from where was he? You know, I really believe he's been bottling so much in that is really messing with him. You know what I mean? I really, really do believe this. Look at this. I mean, guys, let me show you. I mean, I'm not saying that it was a crazy amount difference, but I mean, it is kind of a crazy amount of difference. Look at this. I mean, I mean, is mullets the thing right now? Uh, it's just never going to work for me. It's just not going to work for me. Let me see if I can add something here. Nope, still not. Still not letting me. I mean, that's quite a bit of a difference, don't you think? That's uh, that's a lot. I mean, what the what the what the too many snacks? Well, remember he said that Sebastian was a bottomless pit of, yeah, we'll call him mullet foot. Mullet foot. He's a I mean, I really believe getting his oh, see something said it. I mean, I don't know if he wore the orange today. Bad Elvis in the building. Oh my god. Uh, hello, Stephanie. He's only like 42, 41. It's not much. It's not much. It's not. Um, didn't see KK in the building today. Didn't see Mama Foot. Didn't see the other foot. Um, KK's only like she's young. She's only like 35. She's a youngin. Mullet are the only a thing in Tennessee. I don't. Well, I mean, doesn't Dog the Bounty Hunter kind of have a mullet? Other channels said, what was that? The uncaring females were in there. I mean, they may have been there. They may have been there. Did anyone not see the thing today? Um, I did. I was speaking to someone, just a short bit ago, and was speaking to them about this case. And we're going to get to that. Did y'all see the court hearing? Do y'all want to see this? If you want to see it, let me know. If you don't, fine. Just let me know if you didn't see it. I'll play it. Okay, yes. Okay. Okay, you didn't see it earlier. Okay. All right, let's play it. I am doing call-ins today as well. Hold on. It might be I might have a better audio on that. Let me just check to make sure I have a better audio on it. Sometimes it's a better audio. Yeah, here we go. All right, here we go. We've got this was Betty's hearing today. I'm going to do a poll here in a little bit. I want to hear some of your thoughts. Is her case going to trial? I think this is he has no room to call anyone else Fat Wolf. Yeah. That's for certain. That's for certain. Listen, I've been skinny as a rail and I've been as plump as a mother chicken. I know both lives. I know both lives. And I am somewhere in the middle right now. A little chunky, not as chunky as I was. Um, but I think pretty much I think it's going to be hard for them to get a PO on her for a long term. Thank you, Kendra. I just think that's just my honest opinion. It's not how I'm not saying it's what I'm just telling you what I think. Of course I could be extremely wrong. What's wrong with Terry Lynn? I don't know. Is something wrong? No idea. All right, this is Betty.
On October the 23rd.
She looked really
Thank you, Ron.
professional today. She looked good today.
Now that takes care of the criminal matter.
This is
Now, as to the issues before the court, there is pending a Rule 60.02 motion filed by the defendant, Mr. Griffin, in these order protection hearings as it relates to the order protection on Terry Bowersox Senior, Maddie Bowersox, and Katie Lynn Proudfoot. The matter pending is still pending with Christopher Proudfoot.
it's a little low.
Your Honor, our
It's only a few
Rule
minutes
60
long.
was intended to cover all of those orders of protection.
There's 4 of them that are listed there.
Thank you.
If not, they're all listed on the sheet. The only issue is the matter regarding Christopher Proudfoot is still an ex parte order, as it's never had a hearing on that date. And so any motion to reconsider or set that aside would be premature because we've never had an issue. We've not had a hearing on that matter. It was set for last Thursday and it was continued on to this Thursday. So that Rule 60.
So this attorney here, he used to be what was it? He was like chief of police or something for Hendersonville for like 28 years or something like that. Very, very successful attorneys she's got. They are, they know the local people, right? And I think she was smart for getting. Didn't see Seth. Yes, Seth was on camera. You'll see him walking out here with Betty here in a little bit. I think her attorney's going to be working hard the next couple weeks. And I think it will be thrown out. Again, she may be found of contempt of court, but I still don't even think that'll stick. If it was found, unfounded. Also, you've got the FBI looking into this as well, and that creates more eyes on the department, the more publicity and stuff, and a lot of times departments don't like that either. That's what someone was saying earlier. So
to reconsider judgments as to Mr. Proudfoot is hereby denied because that is premature in its filing. And so, Mr. Frizzell, if you'll do an order as it relates to Christopher Proudfoot, I think his case is case number 3893, 2024 civil, because it's premature at this time. Also in front of me is the state's motion to clarify
to me, it's not about who it is, right? If you are unjustly, you know, charged with something and you didn't meet that statute, no matter who it is, right? You can't. That's wrong. That's wrong. Um, I mean, if you're innocent until proven guilty, that doesn't. That's already Betty's already. Said she she was spent in jail for that. So they may, that's it's a lot. It's going to be a lot for the next couple weeks for all of them.
Intent of the order of protection. The order of protection speaks for itself. It's pretty plain in its language, but it covers what it doesn't cover. Mr. Frizzell, you had, in full disclosure, I met with counsel for Ms. Griffin for the state of Tennessee and for.
This is the thing. I don't think Betty has done anything that hasn't been done to her. Right? I think everyone should cool down and stop being so hateful. Right? It's people talking crap, and so I just think everybody needs to chill out. But drama. Listen, people love drama. They love drama, and sadly, it should never, ever, ever, ever go with a missing child's case. Right? In a world, we should not have someone that hurts kids. Right? Someone that does something horrible to kids. Mothers and fathers, if their kids go missing, they advocate for them. Right? Justin LOL. CP ended up where Terry Lynn was. Where was that? I mean, what I don't get is how anybody thinks it's reasonable that a mother doesn't do more for a child. That's what I don't get.
Bower Sox and Ms. Proudfoot in chambers before coming out. The parties have asked this court to set this matter to a hearing date separately and from today. In my consideration, I will grant this continuance.
I did hear before the court started. Someone just wrote it. That someone tried to stream allegedly something with their
It's
watch.
only going to be for a short period of time because.
Don't really know much about it. I did get a call on it with the source.
Mr. As the court sees them, they're in effect.
But
Except
I just didn't
Mr.
feel.
Proudfoot's, which is an ex parte, and it remains in effect as an ex parte until we have a hearing on all of these matters at the same time. Council will get their calendars out. Mr. Moore, are you gonna represent, you and Mr. Kowski gonna represent the Bower Sox and the Proudfoots, or just one party?
Your Honor, I believe we can do both because it does seem to be the same.
You're gonna represent all four parties then? There's four different orders of protection. There's one that's been granted for Terry Bower Sox, Senior, Maddie Bower Sox, Katie Proudfoot. The only one that has not been heard yet is Christopher A. Proudfoot, and that was set. And I'll set that for a hearing on the same day that we take all of these up at the same time.
Yes, Your Honor, I believe it was our agreement with the Proudfoots. We represent Katie Proudfoot and Christopher Proudfoot. We can certainly talk to them about that.
This is, I guess, his attorney, their attorney. What do y'all think? I don't know. What do y'all think about him? Going to court over this. What about Sebastian? Yes. Yes, live streaming on a smartwatch. Can you live stream on a smartwatch? It was the Fox News person filming. Well, they said like, or are you representing all four of them? And he was like, I was like, okay, you know. Phone lines are open if anybody wants to call in. You're welcome to. Um, this is Mr. Foot today when he was speaking to his it just almost looks like a different human, doesn't it? It's so bizarre to me. They sure thought BHP was going to jail. They were no. I don't think I would really doubt it if she gets any jail time. Very, very much doubt it. Very much doubt it. But we'll see. Time will tell. Hello, Miss Rhonda. Hold on one second. Let me fix my microphone. How you? We are clutching. Oh, guys, I was probably screaming in your ear. My God, I'm sorry. I had my microphone all the way up.
You weren't.
Okay.
You weren't. I'm on. I just. You made my morning. You made my afternoon when you first saw him today. I mean, I could not quit laughing.
I
Your
about
response,
fell
so thank
over. I about
Well,
fell
my son doesn't.
over.
My son doesn't watch this, but he knows of the case because he comes in and out of my room when I'm watching, and he knows who you are.
Yeah.
And he knows who the players are. And when I showed him CP in court today, he lost it. He thought that was crazy. I suspect
It is like Fat
I'm
Elvis.
hearing that. I heard. I don't know if it's true that Katie has colored her hair and did highlights. And with the removal
Yes.
of the beard, I think it's just because they're getting spotted so much more because it's blown up into it's on the news with Betty and this and that. And they probably weren't able to go very many places already, being the community they're in. But then to go anywhere else, everybody's going to know him. So I think he took that beard off and she colored her hair because of that.
Yeah, I did hear that she wanted. They have tried to change their looks.
Well, somebody needs to tell CP that looking like Peter Griffin, the cartoon character from Family Guy, is not a great look for him.
Yes.
So, but
It's
my
a
gosh,
bit
he
weird.
lost a lot of hair.
Yeah, I mean, well, I think he's always wore a hat, hasn't he? No.
Well, there was a couple interviews that showed that he had that spot that was balding,
Let's look
but
at this.
not as deep into the head as what it is now. I mean, it's significantly larger.
Do y'all think this is? What do y'all like? Do you think it's? Stress? Do you think it's
I personally
something
think
eating
it's a
him up?
bunch of different things.
Mm-hmm.
I think cortisol, which stress releases.
Yes.
I also think they're very, very miserable. I don't even suspect it's food. I think this could be alcohol induced.
Yep.
It's just an opinion of mine.
Yep, I agree. In your opinion, I hope that nobody is suffering from addiction. I just want to tell you that, or
Oh yeah,
you know,
I mean,
but
absolutely.
but
He looks
he,
like an
he's
like
got the
somebody that's been
red.
battling
He's
with
got the redness.
that and the puffiness.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I can see why he had the beard. That divot underneath of his chin was hidden in the beard, and without the beard, he's not. Doesn't help. Let me just say that.
Yeah. He looks. He looks better with the beard.
But you definitely see the hair difference when you find those other photos of him. I mean, it's huge. That's why I didn't think it was him at first. Was the hair?
Well, look at theirs. See there. See the difference?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Anyway, I just wanted to call in and thank you, number one, for covering it this morning. And I mean, thank you so much for your response. I truly needed it this week.
Oh,
But
you're
yeah, you
welcome.
can see the hair indent in all of those, but it's so much larger.
Huh.
I think it's a combination of everything. And I have a feeling that the two people that are residing in that camper or home or wherever they're staying are not probably having a whole lot of fun together.
I mean, I have heard that, rumors,
I mean, with
shall we say, that
the
they're
appearance,
not having a lot of fun together.
yeah, and the appearance, you can see he's not happy. I mean, he's not somebody that's been having a lot of joy in his life from what I see.
No.
But anyhow, I think they're becoming more and more afraid of things. And I have a feeling if they get this on the 10th, that a lot of things might be revealed that they lied about, and they could even be reprimanded or held responsible for consequences for lying to get those protective orders.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think that this is something that you're whenever he has mentioned about hating for her to get ran over and stuff, like I've said, has Betty said some things that I would definitely not say, right? Yes, she has, but so is he. You know what I mean?
Right.
And
They've both done things,
that's
honestly, between the two of them.
that's what I'm saying. Betty hasn't said nothing that hasn't been said to her, and I've never heard her threaten anybody's life. That's for certain, that I'm aware of, at least.
No, and they lied to get these. We all know that they had to have lied, and people have said they've seen what's in them, and they're a lot of lies. Hopefully that will come back on them on the 10th.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of. Okay, honey. I think there's a lot of pressure right now on them, in my opinion. I think there's, the FBI coming out, and I was speaking to someone earlier, and they believe that the FBI would not put out this reward unless they absolutely had something. It's more like if you want to come talk to us, let's talk. Yeah, if you know
Right.
something, or the first one to talk, whoever it is out there. I mean, I don't know who did
I
this.
think that's what's going to happen. They're going to get somebody to flip, I suspect.
But what did they say here? Indicates that they believe someone in the case may have information that could help advance the case.
Good.
Leads or witnesses. They may be gathering some information such as key individuals might hold additional details that could be crucial to the investigation. They absolutely have something. Absolutely.
I think so too.
Absolutely. This is not a child walking off by themselves. This is not a child walking. The FBI does not investigate children walking off by themselves, nor do they do a reward for them.
Right. Yeah. It's like there's something shaking behind the scenes, I believe.
Yeah.
But somebody needs to tell KP and CP if they're really trying to disguise themselves. Maybe they could disguise themselves as loving parents and go try to look for their son.
Oh, yes. Hold on. You're getting a clap for that. You're getting a clap for that. 1 second.
Yay! Clap!
Yeah.
Yes. But anyway, Justin, I don't really have anything else to add to the conversation, but thank you so much for taking my call. And
Thank you, my dear.
I appreciate the class.
Appreciate
Have a
you.
good day.
You're welcome. Bye bye.
Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye. All right, phone lines is open. I got a lot of. Is that true? Betty was harassing Chris and Katie. I think. You know, how do you? We'll get to it. We got a lot to talk about. 1 second. Hello.
Hey,
How are you, dear?
good. How are you?
Good. What's up?
I think the reason that people are asking about Terry Lynn is because Miss Betty kind of went on a rampage about her last night
Uh huh.
and like totally degraded her and I don't know, all kinds of silly
Can you
shit.
speak up a little bit? It's hard to hear you.
Okay, hold on. Okay, so I think the reason that people are talking or asking, I should say, about Terry Lynn is because Miss Betty went live last night and she was basically degrading her in any way, shape, and form she could.
Uh huh.
So I don't think it was appropriate, and I don't think it was okay because Terry Lynn has been doing more than
Right.
the proud to, you know?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I support anybody searching. Terry, anybody.
I know,
Yeah.
I know. You know, you're absolutely wonderful. You've
Thank you,
done
dear.
everything you could with, you know, your kids going back to school and stuff like that. But,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, his look in court today was not the best. I'm sorry.
Right. Right.
And was that their attorney standing behind the partition, not standing up by Betty, but standing back?
Yeah, it was a
closer
young
to-
guy with. There was a young guy with a big
Oh my God,
chair.
looks like that Nick, the investigator in the woods, dude.
Nick, the investigator in the woods. I'll have to look that
That's
up.
with that's with Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Right.
That's the first thing I thought of when I saw him.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I don't know. I just think that, you know, it's a missing child, and if any six of mine went missing, I would be screaming from the rooftop.
I agree. Me too.
I
You
would
and me both.
not just not be sitting back, you know, having drinks, lollygagging, none of that.
I agree. I agree. Thank you so much for calling, my dear. I've got more calls coming on here, so I appreciate you calling and letting me know. Thank you.
Okay.
Love, loves. Bye bye. All right. Got the lines. Oops. There we go. Lines back open. There we go. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. Just the color is correct. You need to check on Terry Lynn's video from yesterday. Some TikTok creator said,
Marion.
"Hello, Marion.
Hi, Justin.
How are you,
How are
darling?
you?
Good. How are
I
you?"
have like a general question. So today the court hearing was not for the arrest of Betty. It was for the restraining order.
Well, she had two today, but they just went ahead and did it all. They're going to go ahead and do it all on the 10th of
So they
October.
combined
Everything.
Chris and her arrest and all that
Yep.
to the 10th,
Yep.
but the arrest originally was set for the 28th of October.
Uh,
They're gonna combine.
when is the next one? Is it the 28th? There's one that, there's the one
There's
that,
one. There was one on the 30th of September, and then on the 10th, I think the judge is combining everything to the 10th because they have to show merit, correct? The restraining order is even.
yeah, I mean, what
even a thing.
what I think, the 30th is just a deadline. Oh, the 30th is the deadline for motions. Gotcha.
Right.
So, yeah, they're going to have to prove that she really did threaten the the PFs, right?
Yeah.
And that they were actually in danger. Now, I think it's going to be a hard road, in my opinion, because when you're even at scream, you're screaming, Mr. Bowerfoot, why are you following me? And he's like, prove it. And I think her getting out of the car, I don't think that was good.
No.
And
But she didn't stalk anybody else.
no, she didn't
the
stalk
other
anybody. Let's get real. She did not stalk anybody.
You have to, if you stalk, you have to do this numerous times, like continuously, or it's not considered stalking.
Well, let
right?
me just say this: if everything that I have seen, and again, I have not seen every one of Betty's videos by far. I'm not, because I don't watch everything she does, to be quite honest with you. But
Yeah.
but everything that I have seen, I have not seen any sort of stalking, even close to stalking.
I mean, you
It's
see words in everyday's life just from people in the neighborhood or whatever. Everyday life, things like that happen. And not everybody runs to get a restraining order. But
yeah.
my other question was the arrest, 2 counts, 3 counts, 2 times 3 counts, 6 counts for hashtag or whatever else. Isn't that her constitutional right? I mean, isn't that covered under the Constitution?
Yes, it is, because this is her. It's her channel. She is not essentially breaking any terms that I'm aware of under YouTube, and for for someone to fear for their safety, they shouldn't be wanting to, like, look up, following everything that the person is doing. You have to actually get on the internet. You would have to type in the channel
Correct.
name.
You have to subscribe, correct.
Right.
But then every YouTuber on here that covered this case, they should file for a protection order against all these people, because there's people that are doing way worse talking.
Yeah, I
than
mean,
doing.
yeah,
This is a witch hunt, I think. I mean, it's not that I'm saying Betty is, the greatest person in the world, whatever, but
Chris.
that, no.
No, sorry, I was talking to someone. Sorry.
Betty, you cannot, just because you don't like her or whatever she does. I just don't understand that, because the Constitution, the judge should just throw that right out. I mean, I don't even know why he's even going that far and doing all these hearings. I would have thrown that out right away.
Yeah. Well, you know,
right?
well, you know, this is the thing though. The judge is going to give them that in the beginning.
Benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, because well, they didn't show up. You know, Betty didn't show up, and there was
Mm-hmm.
nothing. And whether she was served or not, I'm not getting in that. But all I'm saying is, if they went ahead with the court and she was not there, they're
They
going
have
to
no
give
other
it to him. They're
choice.
going to give it to him.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
and it's Chris
It's
scared.
just this is just so much of wasting taxpayers' money. Um, you know,
Oh,
for
it's
this to go on. I don't know, example made like they did with Martha Stewart. I don't know.
well,
Or they set an example.
I mean, well, but this is the thing. What is the end? What is the end game that they are looking for Betty? Is it for? I mean, because she's only. I mean, how long was she in Hendersonville? I mean, she's never even seen the Proudfoots, like in
No,
person.
she went at one time with those signs because Seth's mother said they're ripping the Proudfoot, ripping all the signs of the trees and poles. So she went there. I watched it. She went there. She just put all the signs up in that neighborhood, and then she didn't even go in the Chris's parents' development. She only did in their development. She just hung up signs. Then she went to a parking lot to eat a steak in that where that steakhouse is, and
I remember when it was
the
going on because I was driving for work and I had a long drive that day, and like people was like texting me and they was like, turn it on Betty's like that, and I was like, oh my god, this is when the Bowerfoot was
yeah,
out there.
when he was behind her, you can see it in the video because he talked to a cop beforehand.
Yeah.
There was a cop because the Proudfoot father called the cop on her while she was in the parking lot doing her life, getting ready to go in the steakhouse. She talked to the cop. She told the cop that she wasn't doing anything. She was just going to go eat a steak. And she drove out, and Bowersock was behind her, and then he passed her, and that's when she lost it. And that she shouldn't have done that. She should have just said, oh, there he is, and just let it go, just making the point that he was following her. And she had talked to a police officer even before that happened because they had called them that he was in that parking lot.
Right.
You see?
Yeah.
So that was the worst she's done. I mean, that whole time she was there, that was the only time she was really there when she was hanging up all these flyers that Seth had given her. And the only thing that I remember now is that she got out of her car and glared into this guy's face.
Right.
She should have never done that. That was that was not stalking. That was just yelling.
It's emotion. It's emotion.
Yeah, it's emotion.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, my dear, I'm getting another call. I'll
Yes,
talk to you later. Thank
Thank you
you.
very much.
Thank you.
Take care.
Of course. Bye bye.
Touch them pearls.
Yes. Thank you, darling. Bye bye. All right. So, for everyone that's been asking Buller and Betty, she's always in good hands with us. Seth is also well. He looked great in his suit today and delivered an incredible interview with Nashville WKRN News 2. We have a great attorney and the law is on our side. I hope all of you understand how hard Betty fights for these victims, and she doesn't back down to bullies. The coffee club should be proud. That's a good picture. I feel really bad for Seth. Yeah. Yep, yep. Oh yeah, you can see, yeah, he passed and he came back. He was watching her. He was watching her. I don't give a damn if he was at Sam's Club or Costco or, you know, anywhere. Don't care. I feel really bad for Seth. I think a lot of people like a lot of distraction, and as long as, people are running around, you know, looking for else other than what matters. It's
Melissa?
Hello, Melissa. Thank you for calling.
Hi. Justin, am I live?
You are live. Oops, hold on. Maybe
Oh
one
my
second.
goodness. I
Yes.
can't believe it.
What's up?
I just wanted to say yes, that is a great picture. Um, and I'm so proud of them too. And I hope, that this is going to bring some closure and maybe slow the drama down.
I hope so
Yeah.
too. I hope this child is found tomorrow because I just want this to be closed. I am so done with this. To be honest with you, I am so done with it. Like it's
And
so
these
much.
people out here that are full of hate, it's almost like, these YouTube creators. You don't have to watch it. There's many channels.
It
We can go
becomes an
from one to another to
obsession.
another.
It's an
Yeah.
obsession with just hating a person or just despising a person. Like I don't got that much energy to waste on somebody I don't give a flying freak about. You know what I
Yes,
mean? It's like,
I know. And I respect your channel for that.
thanks.
I thank you for that. And honestly, I am in awe of anyone that's trying to do good. And with all my heart, I do feel
Same.
like Betty's trying to do good.
I do too.
I know she flies off the cuff and has a
She
temper.
does.
I think that's a lot of a problem.
It is.
But she has well intentions, and
Yeah.
I think the Proudfoot, I don't know. I just wished there was more attention and time spent. Today it should have been a gathering of people collecting their minds and trying to find Sebastian.
There was a lot of people that came there you know, and I don't mean to necessarily support Betty, but just to give the news. Like, or at least I heard that, they came in from different states and all that. And I'm like, I hope you do, you make something of your time while you're there.
Yeah, I do too. And I hope the hate channels that want to, and there's a couple, that just constantly want to keep on about a creator or put the crazy pictures up. It's just like they're not going to be happy until the person's 6 foot under, I think.
What do they want? I just want Sebastian found and whoever did this to pay. Whoever did this,
Yeah.
they need to pay.
Yes. Yes. And I know you and Betty used to hang out at times years ago.
Yeah.
And I know, Betty has kind of been done with you at times.
Oh, Betty's Betty. I don't.
You're still good.
Yeah, I don't get.
You still show.
I don't
you
get
compliments.
wrapped up in all that.
Picture and
Yeah.
And I think she knows that you're one of the creators that's good too.
She does.
So,
She does. She knows me. I mean,
yes,
she knows
she
me.
does.
But
I believe that too.
she's just a
enough
hot-headed
from
mess,
watching.
is what she is sometimes. And
Yeah.
there's not a lot of people that's willing to tell Betty that honestly, and that's just the truth.
Right.
And I'm just one that will tell her that she's a mess sometimes, and she needs to, in my opinion, tone it down. I understand her aggravation, and she doesn't deserve a lot of the things that she gets. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Correct. I agree.
but I mean, like I say, Betty, it's not the message, it's the delivery. It's the delivery.
Yes.
And
Well, she's so strong. She can cut down anyone that makes a bad comment, even in her chat.
Think
But
about
you know,
this.
we got to understand
Hmm.
how much stress everyone's dealing with right
Yes,
now. I mean,
yes, and that's right.
you almost do have to cut it off.
You do, you do. I was uh when I was driving earlier today, I was speaking uh to a couple that was in the army, and they watch me and they watch this case, and they're very successful people and all of that. And they were like, how sad is it that you've got two Marines, or they were Marines,
Uh-huh.
who are saying that they're terrified of a 5'1", like 160 pound, like, I mean, it's, and they're like, you wouldn't want, you want, I mean, these people fight next to you, you know what I mean? Or Navy or whatever. Oh, they were Navy or whatever. But, it's still the point. You know what I mean? Like 5 foot,
Exactly.
like, I don't know. It's just crazy. It's just crazy.
Well, it's the behavior, and just with the proud feet, giving the behavior of the standoffish way. I mean, if they came out and said, "Hey guys, we don't want to be harassed, but we do want to talk," and just not be in hiding like they're doing, it would be a world of difference.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. We got some breaking pictures coming in. All right.
Oh,
Let's do
all right.
this.
Thanks for the call. Appreciate
Thank you,
it.
my dear.
And
Appreciate your call.
goodbye, Pearl. Everybody have a
Bye.
nice evening.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. All right, happening now in the newsroom. You're going to clutch your pearls when you see this. So get ready. This is Caitlin. This is Katie McCaterson. Um, Darker hair, as you see. Darker hair. Different glasses. Yeah, she might have gained a little bit too. She looks better. She looks better. But I mean, I think she looks better than she did. I mean, she looked like she was, what was that? What was that show? Uh Breaking Amish or something like that. Just wanted to some fucking lipstick. I mean, like, come on, girl. Lord. She did. She looked like she was breaking Amish. Homely. She looks better here. Amish. I don't know. She looked like she was like maybe from Westboro Baptist Church, like those kind of people. You know what I mean? How they all dress. Um, but anyway, um, check that link I sent you. The pics are from. Okay. We're getting some new information in, I believe. Possibly. Okay. Yes. 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 We're getting some new information in. Please stand by, mother chickens. Please stand by. All right. Your ratchet ass breaking news one. Yeah, she looks really good, she doesn't look near as stressed out, if you ask me, right? So might want to go, help look for your son, perhaps, maybe. All right. WKRN is reporting. Am I screaming in y'all's ear? Let me know if it's too loud. Is it too loud? Because I keep it up for the phone calls and I forget. No, they don't have Botox in prison. They don't have Botox in prison. That is for sure. Perfect volume. Okay. We know the facts. YouTuber appears in court after allegedly violating the order filed by mother of missing Middle Tennessee teen. Sumner County, Tennessee. A missing Sumner County teen's parents were in court Tuesday, but the hearing did not offer any progress in the continued search for their son. Sebastian Rogers disappeared in February from his family's home in Hendersonville. His family was in court for a YouTuber by the name of Bullhorn Betty, who is accused of harassing and stalking Sebastian's mom and step grandparents. The courtroom was split into two sides. A News 2 crew was inside the courtroom and observed the YouTuber and Sebastian's biological father, Seth, on one side. Meanwhile, the missing teen's mother and stepfather, Katie and Chris Proudfoot, and the step grandparents were on the other side. In the original temporary order of protection, Terry Sr. Bowerfoot, Sebastian step parents wrote that Andrea Griffin, also known as Bullhorn Betty, quote, goes online and incites others to create mayhem in our lives and our family. She encourages violence by posting pictures of our home and address online, end quote. His spouse, Maddie Bowerfoot, added in the order of protection that Griffin, quote, threatened to purchase a pew pew in Tennessee and bring the pew pew to my home in order to, quote, get answers, end quote. Mrs. Proudfoot wrote in her temporary order of protection that her goal is to have Griffin stop encouraging, quote, others to stalk on her behalf and encourage others to spread false allegations, misinformation in regards to my missing son, Sebastian Rogers, end quote. Maybe you should go look for him and help out. There's lots of people, Katie, that is passing out flyers today. All these orders of protection are active and ban Griffin for having any contact with them directly or indirectly. Court documents claim that YouTube violated the 3 separation order of protection. Please. Oh my God. That's what the attorney's claiming. The 3 subpoenas claim that she violated the terms of the order in August by going on her YouTube live stream and talking about the family. She allegedly said in 2 separate live streams that she planned to sue the Proudfoots and the Bowersocks. How about that? Can we get order in this judge room?
Order in the judge room.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor. Seth said Griffin is only trying to help find his son. Quote, we have a detective that was about having somebody arrested that is using their voice and their platform to get my son's name out there. And they want to infringe upon her First Amendment rights, Seth explained. Quote, I am a deputy sheriff. The person is a deputy sheriff. That person is a deputy sheriff. The Constitution is what we are supposed to stand and back upon. That is true, Seth. You know, not to trample upon it. It really upsets me that they are limiting one's person's voice, yet the other person's voice is helping to find Sebastian. They are not. She doesn't break down from pressure, he added. Seth said he had hopes her First Amendment rights are addressed in court. The brief hearing ended Tuesday with the judge saying the matters would be heard on Thursday, October 10th. Quote, "We are very happy with the where this case is headed," said Tony Mathis, spokesperson for Seth Rogers. Quote, the great things about America is that the burden of proof is always on the petitioner, not the respondent. We know the facts," end quote. Quote, "She did not ever step on private property. She did not even follow or harass anybody. And those facts will come out in court," Mathis added. Now, I agree with that. I actually agree with that. She didn't stalk anybody, I don't, in my opinion. I just don't see that she stalked anybody. Especially like you've never even saw them in person. And not only that, today where we saw Justin, there is a video. Yeah, we're going to get to it. Here, we'll see if they'll play it. Let's see if they'll play it here. All right, give me 1 second. Let me refresh this. Order in the judge room. Okay, we got a 14-second thing. I want to thank the real Me Too. Thank you so very much, my dear. Welcome to the pearls. Appreciate your pearls. Look amazing on you, and they look amazing on you, Kendra. Thank you so very much. Welcome. Appreciate you. I am checking, my darling. Thank you so much. Go ahead and hit that thumbs up. Really appreciate. Oh, God. Okay, God. Okay, 1 second. Okay, order in the judge room.
His parents appearing in court today, but it did not bring them any closer to finding their son. Sebastian Rogers disappeared from Hendersonville back in February. His family was in the courtroom today for a YouTuber accused of harassing and stalking Sebastian's mother and step-grandparents. Now, in order of protection, banned
What the
Andrew
front door?
Griffin,
Hold on.
who's also known as Bullhorn Betty.
No. Who do we got here? Okay. Who do we got here? Oops, wrong one.
Order in the judge room.
Thank you. Okay, we have Christopher. Is that the Clue lady? I've saw her like 1 or 2 times. I recognize that clip. That's the Clue lady, right? Okay. Who else? Is the Bowers? Screaming Chicken, please. Screaming Chicken. Coming right up. 1 second. Just give me 1 second. We'll get it. Survey says yes. Thank you so much, PJ, for 6 months. Brown-eyed girl. Thank you for 4 months. Thank you for the free membership. Did somebody buy you a membership? Somebody must have got you a membership. That's awesome. Good. Clue Cletus Proudfoot. That's a tongue twister.
And parents. Now, in order of protection, banned Andrea Griffin, who's also known as Bullhorn Betty, from having.
There's the Betty. There she is. Oh. Let me tell you. Oh, honey, she's got the Karen glasses on. She like this. Nay, nay, judge. Nay, nay. Don't talk it like you know me. Don't think so. And I see Mr. Rogers right here. And of course, this is Mr. Mathis. And I'm sorry, guys. I know some of you are big fans of Mr. Mathis, and that's fine. But I have to tell my joke. If he would put on a turtleneck, he would look like a broken condom. Sorry. It's dirty. I know. I'm sorry, but I gotta say it.
Any sort of contact with the family, directly or indirectly.
But he did
Court
look good.
documents also claim she violated that. News 2's Caitlin Quisenberry was in the Sumner County courtroom to try to get both sides of this story.
Sebastian Rogers' mother, stepfather, and step-grandparents have largely remained out of the media, but they claim Bullhorn Betty has stalked and harassed them. The courtroom was split today into two sides. The YouTuber and Sebastian's father, Seth, sat on one side. His mom, Katie.
Oh my God. Oh, Gina. Oh, hell no. Uh-uh. No. No, ma'am, no ham, no turkey. What the hell is wrong with this? Oh, honey. If she is, you know what? She gonna be. I hope not. I really hope not, because that is not good. If she is, I mean, I'm not saying this is going to happen, but pushing while you're in orange, shackled, it don't work. I just don't. It's not a good look. Not judging you if you've ever been there before. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Strapped to the bed. In orange, honey. Not a good look. You call this a midwife? No, it's not a midwife. That is not a midwife. Are they going through a goth phase, dark hair? They are trying to be inconspicuous. They're trying to be inconspicuous. She was cracking jokes. Really? Well, she straightened her hair too. Well, I mean, she's had a lot of time, to spend on her, doing herself up, right? Justin, he had an orange shoes on too, and it wasn't the same orange. He had orange shoes on. Mr. Foot. The foot had an orange foot on, or an orange shoe. Oh my God.
Stepfather.
Oh, look at that. The disgust that Mr. Foot has for, basic humanity. Bless his heart. Bless his heart.
Stop it. Get some help.
Yeah. Basic. It's crazy. That's what you said, wasn't it? That's what you said, though, wasn't it, Mr. Foot? I mean, I think Katie looks better than she did. I mean, she looks like she got, she finally broke out of, breaking free from Amish country. Why are they not sitting beside each other? Justin, why are they not sitting beside each other? They are sitting beside each other. Yeah, they're sitting beside each other here. I mean, I don't know why, like, breaking free from parent. Well, I know people's been saying that she's like prego, but there's no way. There's no way. There is no. Oh my God. Oh my God. What if she is, that's going to make me really suspicious. I'm just going to tell you. You've been together 8 freaking years. That makes me really suspicious. I'm just going to tell you. Cuz you've got this, he's supposedly fighting for his daughter, right? The last 6 years. And then you've got all of this stuff, the investigations. I hope not, Drew. God, I hope not. It could be. It could be a little drinky drink. She healed. She's only around 34. Yeah, I mean, she could absolutely be pregnant. He looks more. I don't know. I've looked pregnant too. I'm finally losing weight. I've been big. I've been small. I've been in between. She's not okay. Let's watch this.
Chris and step grandparents. The courtroom was split.
Okay, hold on. Let's see here. There's a lot of people there today. Okay, this is when I saw them earlier. Was when Mr. Foot. I was getting them confused. These two. Mr. Foot was back here. I don't know where KK was. Looking for the dark hair.
Today, into two sides, the YouTuber and Sebastian's father, Seth, sat on one side. His mom, Katie, stepfather, Chris, and step-grandparents were on the other side. Court documents claim Bullhorn Betty violated the order of protection by mentioning the family on a live stream. The brief hearing ended with the judge saying the matters would be heard on October 10th. Seth Rogers tells me it was frustrating to sit in a courtroom while his son is still missing.
Is extremely frustrating that I have to come here to support somebody, which I don't mind coming here to support somebody that's supporting my goal of finding my son.
Oh, Seth, you look
I
so
have to
good.
come here because four people, I'm sorry, want to put restraining order against somebody who's just trying to find my son, and yet Sebastian is supposed to be her son as well.
Seth,
oh, hold on. That gets a clap. That gets an applause. That gets. I'm very proud of you, Seth. Good job. Good job for that.
added
Hold
that he
on.
believes on
We're gonna.
son is still missing.
It is extremely frustrating that I have to come here to support somebody, which I don't mind coming here to support somebody that's supporting my goal of finding my son. But the fact that I have to come here because four people, I'm sorry, want to put restraining order against somebody who's just trying to find my son, and yet Sebastian is supposed to be her son as well.
Seth added that
That's right. You would think it would be a common goal. You would think it would be a common goal. Right? That's what you think. It would be a common goal. How about you just walk up, you know, and say hi? Could we might talk this out a little bit? Could we diffuse this? Katie, can you speak? Can you speak, Katie? It's all terrible. Can we please slow the chat? I'll slow it a little bit. I don't really like to slow it too much though. It's uh yeah, mic drop there. Yeah, I agree with him. You would think that it's just amazing to me that you won't even speak to the father of your child. It's crazy. No, no, that is not true, Mary. Whoever is telling you that they have a long-term restraining order is giving you false information, Mary. That is a flat out lie. You're going to have a restraining order on each other and parent and a child together and not have support. No, that's the most ridiculous thing. If somebody is telling you that, listen, if you want truth, you got to speak truth. It doesn't matter who you like, who you don't like. The truth is the truth. Right? You guys know that, I mean, I don't agree with everything on pretty much anyone, but the truth is the truth. Which email did you send it to? Oh, I see what you're saying. Got you there. Okay, maybe here. All right, I think that's the same one we're playing.
He
Yeah.
believes Andra is only exercising her First Amendment right and has not done anything illegal. I also spoke with Sebastian's stepfather, Chris Proudfoot, who says he has no comment at this time. In Gallatin, Caitlin Quisenberry, News 2.
Hi, I'm Ben Freeland, owner of Freeland Chevrolet. On behalf of our entire
Okay,
team, we want
let's see. Oh shit, what do we do? Okay, I think that is a very good interview, Seth, and I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that. Mullet.com. Damn. All right, let me find this. Bear with me, all. I mean, he looks completely different. Hopefully, I really think that good things are happening in this case. As much as BS as it has been, as much drama as it has been, there's a lot of things happening, right? Dog the bounty hunter is involved, right? The FBI is putting out $50,000. Trust me, they are looking for someone to come talk to them. And let me tell you something, it's better to go talk something that if you are involved, it is better to go speak to them and work with them than it is them coming to you first. Okay? It's always better. Always better. Yeah, mullet chicken. Mullet chicken. Is my mic too high?
And a missing boy's parents appearing in court today, but it did not bring them any closer to finding
lines are
their
open.
son. Sebastian Rogers disappeared
find
from
that again. Let's
Hendersonville back in February.
Okay, this way I can do it. This is the bedra. Oh, that's what we need to do. That's what we need to do. Okay. Let's look and see if BHB did she violate, in your opinion, y'all are the court in this situation, did she violate her there's so much stuff coming in right now. Did she violate her I can't even think right now. Sorry. I'll find it in a second. All right, here it is. Or property, private property thing. Here we go. Tennessee Code, criminal offenses against property. Right? All right. Now, a person commits criminal trespass if the person enters or remains on property or any portion of property without the consent of the owner. Consent may be inferred in the case of the property that is used for commercial activity available to the general public, or the case with the property when the owner has communicated the owner's intent that the property be open to the general public. Well, you know what Mr. Foote has done? He has not only, and I also think this should be spoken about, Mr. Foote has, people have been driving down his road and he will stand in the middle of the road because he wants to speak with you. He's done that before. I do know that. I do know that. 1 second, y'all. 1 second. Okay, I'm back, guys. Sorry about that. Yeah, yep. Oh, maybe I don't got the line on. Probably. Guys, I'm sorry. I had the lines off. Sorry. Go ahead, call back in. Yeah, you can call in now. Sorry, I had the lines off the whole time. I saw it on the local news. He said much more. Okay, let's find it. Hold on. WKRN, right? WKRN. Full interview. Let's find the WKRN. We'll get back to that. Lines are open if you want to call now. Hello, Ruby.
Hey, my first time calling in. I'm very excited.
How?
I think you do great work, but I wanted to say something.
Sure.
And maybe you can straighten me out. Terry Lynn has been doing a great job searching for Sebastian.
Right.
Give her that. But she's been hanging out with the wrong people. I don't see you hanging out with them. I don't see other people I follow hanging out with these kind of people. And now she's crying on another creator that I just saw that, that she got duped and whatever. But she speaks very poorly about Betty And Betty was trying to warn her and trying to befriend her, and she didn't want anything to do with Betty, but she's okay with all these other people. She said she was, I guess, she wasn't expecting to see all these people.
Um,
I don't know what's going on. Maybe you can straighten me out on that. I
you
was like totally,
you
I
know,
thought she was being,
I don't really know, honestly. I don't hang out with very many creators at all, to be honest. Um,
no, in fact, I see it, and I see that you're very straightforward. You want to do the facts, and most of the people I follow are the same way you are. In
yeah.
fact, it seems they're the same group of people in every chat. So, and I love it. And, you know, I wish she would have kept her head down and continued to search for Sebastian and not hang out with this other crowd.
Well, listen, as a creator, this is Terry's first time in really true crime.
Okay.
I think she comes from like the 90-day fiance kind of thing. But I don't know who she hasn't searched at all. Who do you mean, Jacqueline? But I know that Betty was upset with her. She felt, I guess, betrayed, if you will. I know Betty was supporting, the things that she was doing. Were they searching? Has the search happened yet, or is it's coming up,
No,
right?
I think, yeah, it's coming up, and now she wants to quit and everything. I don't think she should quit, but she should sever the ties with these people. Even CP showed up and shook her hand.
Mr. Foot?
Yeah, that's what she said.
So what do you mean she's been duped? What does that mean?
She said, I guess she was supposed to meet somebody, and they were gonna post flyers everywhere, and then when she showed up, it was all these people who were, the creators that are always talking bad about everybody, and she was very upset. In fact, on this other creator's channel, she was crying. I felt bad for her, but she's got to know these people talk bad about everybody and to stay away from that.
I can assure you that is Kristen Orange. Yes, I promise you. Please
Oh yeah,
talk. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. Um, I'll I'll have to talk to her. I listen. I don't try to get between anybody's. I'll tell them what I think is fair. Um, and I just kind of stay out of it. They can have the drama. Yeah.
But I just feel bad for her because she really worked hard looking for Sebastian.
She has. She's worked her ass off.
And I think she should have just kept her head down and not collaborate with anybody.
Yep. Yep. Whenever you have a couple good people, like other creators that you really know, right? As a creator, that's that's all. Like, it's you don't got to be, it's not necessarily, it's not a pageant here, you know what I mean? Like, you're here for your subscribers and getting the word out, how you do it, and that's why I'm here. So
Yeah, and I'm glad, and I follow you, and I think you're great. So
thank you, my dear.
Yeah, and keep up the good work. And I just wanted to vent that out because I'm thinking, what's wrong with you? You've been doing such good work.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's a big learning curve. I'll tell you that. It's a big learning curve. And a lot of times people will just come to you for they want to know information. You know what I mean? And their motives aren't always wholesome.
Right, right. I agree. But anyway, that's all I wanted to say. And
Yeah,
hopefully somebody will talk to her, calm her down, and
yeah,
tell her to just push forward. And that's
yeah, yeah. She'll continue the fight for Sebastian, I'm sure.
good. Good. I'm glad. And I hope we find him soon.
All right, honey. Thank you for calling.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Call from Cindy.
Thank you for calling.
Hello, Justin.
Hello. How are you doing, darling?
This is Cindy.
How are you, Cindy?
Okay.
Good.
I just have to, the lady that just called before me,
Uh-huh.
talking about Terry Lynn. Excuse me, talking about Terry Lynn. She was out there yesterday with 15 to 20 people handing out flowers. They was all with their separate ways handing out flowers.
Right.
Flowers. And she met up with Stephen Crabtree, who's been helping a whole lot,
Uh-huh.
and then another creator, a barbecue. I don't know her personally,
Right.
but there was no Proudfoot there whatsoever.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's just, it was some YouTubers, some TikTokers, and then people that she knew that all got together and met in one spot. And then they all took their flyers and went out and flyers all over the state of Tennessee.
That's good.
So hey, she does not go in on any drama channels, as we call it, because she don't like that. She says, she's there for Sebastian and Sebastian only. She's bound and determined to find him, one way or another. And I still give her, credit for that.
Right.
She's trying to keep the word out. She don't want it to become, a cold case because of all this other crap that's going on with Betty and everything.
Right.
She's trying to keep his name out there. So she's out there all the time handing out flowers like crazy. And people's accused her of all kind of stuff. That she only puts them on 5 cars and then skips the rest of them and all this bull crap. But I'm just saying, I'm proud of what she's doing. And she's still holding her head up high. And she'll still tell you, the only reason she's out there is to find that baby.
Right. Well, thank you so much, my dear, for calling. I appreciate you.
You're welcome. And I love your show. You're so good.
Thank you, my dear.
But
Appreciate
thank
you.
for listening.
Thank you, my dear. Bye-bye.
All right, then. You take care.
You
Bye-bye.
too. Bye-bye. Mally Cat, thank you so much. Hey Jude, Misty, thank you so much, my dears. Appreciate you. Line I think is open again. Let me check. Does anyone got that full interview? Okay, one second.
Jenny.
Hello. Thank you, Jenny, for calling.
Hi. Oh, thank you for taking my call.
Sure. What's up?
Thank you. I watched the court hearing today with Bullhorn Betty,
Yes.
and I just wonder, like, how do you feel about this whole thing. Like, I boggles my mind that two parents with a missing child can end up in this situation. Like, it's just baffling to me. It's sad. I can't believe it. This is where we're at.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if you're like a mother, but if what would you, if, like, I understand we're not ever been there, but what would you think you would do if you was in their position?
Well,
Would you search?
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, I don't know. It's tough because we don't know what's going on
Right.
behind closed doors. Like, we don't know what Chris and Katie have been doing. Like, maybe they've been on the phone with the police every single day, and the police are telling them, like, you guys are doing all you can do. And we know that often in these cases, they tell these parents not to go searching. My problem is that Seth, I feel like, has taken this to a whole other level where I feel like he's kind of trying to get some fame out of this. Fame, possibly money, I don't really know, but I'm very concerned with his behaviors, to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm. What concerns you about that? Just curious.
Well, we know that he started that GoFundMe, like, not long after Sebastian
Yeah.
went missing.
Yeah, his sister did, but it wasn't his, by the way. It was his sister. She did it. But I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly. I have a sister, and if my sister 2 days or however long it was after my child went missing asked me to put a GoFundMe, I would be like, what the hell? Why? That's kind of weird. I don't know. I'm definitely very suspicious to me. Some weird stuff going on there.
Yeah, well, there's nothing for me, like, as far as him. For me, the only thing I am concerned about is who did this to Sebastian.
Right.
That's the only thing I'm concerned about. And one thing I know is Seth did not do anything to his son. That's one thing.
But how do we know that for sure, though? We don't really actually know.
No, we do. His boss has came out and said it. He has taken lie detector test. The local law enforcement, the TBI, they haven't went to all of his family's homes and searched their houses multiple times, like they have others. We have this man on camera. I mean, I don't. For me, it's not. It's, if you don't like Seth, fine. That's not what I've ever been about. You don't like, someone doesn't like you. That's no. We're not made for everybody. But for me, it's just about where is Sebastian and who the hell did this, right?
Yeah.
Yes, and listen, and that is true. Seth is not cleared. There is nobody cleared in this because nobody has been named a suspect. He will tell you that he is still a suspect, even though there's not been named a suspect. Right? I mean, how can you clear some?
But how do you feel about his little posse that he has going on right now, like Tony and
His
the people that are on TikTok? And do you think that's
Well, I'll tell you this.
okay with that?
I am not a fan of Tony. Okay. Seth knows that I disagree with him and Tony and Betty on when it comes to Trevor. We disagree. I'm never going to agree with him on that. We're just never going to agree on that. But what I do know is I don't throw all my eggs in one basket because I don't think he's a horrible person and a guilty person because of something that happened for whatever reason, had nothing to do with anything else. But
Yeah.
I don't think it's any of my business personally who Seth, Katie, or Chris find comfort in or value in for whatever reason.
Right.
I don't think it's I don't think it's any of my business for to find who you find value in, or what I mean. It's just not my business on who someone finds value in.
Right?
Well, I mean, I'm just telling you, he's not my cup
What
of.
it's like to be in that kind of situation.
Well, I don't know. I that's I'm just telling you a lot of he's not my Tony. But I appreciate. I can say he's not my cup of tea, but I can also say I appreciate him for standing shoulder to shoulder with Seth today and Betty.
Yeah.
And I can say I appreciate Cletus, or whoever the beard guy is, for standing by even Chris today, because everyone needs someone in their corner. Everyone. Every human being.
Yeah. I just think that Chris and Katie are acting more normal than
Oh, I don't. I disagree with that wholeheartedly. Yeah. Yeah. I would disagree with that wholeheartedly. 1,000%. I don't think there's anything. I mean, I asked you at the beginning of this call, I said, would you, if it was your child, would you be looking? Would you be kicking off reporters from you?
But maybe Katie and Chris are looking and they're not bringing it to social media, though. That's the thing.
Okay. No. I don't give a damn about social media. I don't give a wooden nickel about social media. You can't leave a comment. No, back it up. No, sorry. No, people.
Leave a comment.
No, you're right. They don't have to leave a comment. They're certainly not leaving a comment.
For all we know, they could be searching every day, and for all we know,
they're not.
They just keep it.
They're not. They're not.
Do you know that for a fact?
I do know that for a fact. Yes. Yes. I hello? Okay. She didn't want to answer my. Yes, I do know that for a fact, actually. Well, I mean, if it's a troll, she needs to finish what she started, or I out-talked her. Baby, come back. Ooh, come back. Come on, troll. I guess I beat her at her argument. I don't know what she wanted. You're welcome to call back, Susanna, whoever your name is. Dang, that color was something else. Play with. I mean, it's. I mean, you can't agree with me at the beginning of something and then say, "No, I don't." Well, you just agreed with me. You would be looking. You would be looking. Sorry. You're welcome to call back. I can't believe no, I won't hang up. I won't hang up. No, I want to hear them. That's fine. That's fine. Um just want to hear them, you know. This loving couple who can, you know, these two people here who are, you know, so loving, uh very, you know, into each other. Look here. Mullets abound. Mullets abound. That's right. Not an echo chamber. Not an echo chamber. We can that's why we'll listen to it. We all know that the bottom foots have done any searching. No, no, they don't. They don't search. They listen. You don't reject um, interviews that people are asking you to speak about your son. Like the entire like news, like legit news programs, news networks trying. We'll get the chicken and mullet. Good grief. We have disagreed into acting like a child by hanging up because you do not like what is being said. So rude. Sorry, in my opinion. Please grow up and learn some manners. Sorry, Justin, you did not deserve that. No, it's fine. I mean, I just think it's. I would appreciate. Maybe I'll call her back. let's finish the call. Let's finish the call. Oh, hold on. Did I have my phone off? I might have had my phone off. Nope. Okay. All right, guys. So scared of itty bitty Betty. Does Katie and Chris disagree with that Sebastian is missing? Well, let me tell you something. He is not. He didn't walk off by himself like they said. Katie should have said, "I don't know why I'm scared of Betty." Right, Regina. Right. I mean, it's ridiculous. Their reply to the news reporters is no comment. That tells me a lot. It should tell you a lot. Not telling. Hello, darling.
Hello.
How are you doing?
What are we up to tonight? Mama doing? This is Rita from Dexter.
Hey, Rita. Good to hear from you, honey. Oh, Lord. We're clutching our pearls tonight.
Oh, I see that. I just found it. I was like, "Whoa, they're on! I've got to go watch."
Oh,
I've been
it's.
sick in bed. I think I've got the COVID.
I know.
Yeah, the
Me
doctor
too.
found. But I couldn't help but hear that last caller saying something about they're not looking for that kid. I'm sorry, I don't believe they are.
Well, listen.
I don't think they're looking for him.
Listen to this. I'll say this. If you have to say, how do you know they're not looking? You've lost the argument. You've lost the argument. Because if you have the world's attention on this case, right? And you're not at all of these networks giving interviews, people begging you for interviews, not even talking about people on social media. Don't even give don't give a wooden nickel about me or anybody else. I'm talking about news networks, People Magazine, all of these people. If you have to say, how do you know they're not looking? you've lost the argument. Number one, because I don't, you know something, I don't even know if Chris is, I don't think he's even working. You would be pleading for help. Yeah. Yeah.
He's looking very rough.
Oh, damn.
Now,
Does,
see,
yeah.
I'm old school. I'm very, very old school. I'm 49. I'm
Right.
getting 50. My daddy was a minister. And one thing my daddy taught me was you hurt children, God will plague you. Now, that's just what I was taught. Now,
I have 4
kids,
pastors in my
that's a-
family,
that's-
so I understand.
yeah, my daddy was a firm believer. You do not, children, you lift them up. You protect those kids because those kids are your future. Those kids are going to be your future presidents, your future, the people that take care of you when you can't take care of yourself.
They are our
Now, I've had 6
replacements.
kids.
They are our
Yeah,
replacements.
yes. And I've had 6 kids. I have 4 sons and 2 daughters, and they're my whole world.
Absolutely.
And the world rises, sets, and ends with them. And my kids are grown, and I'm still very much in their lives. And my youngest still lives at home. She's my disabled one. She's the one that needs the kidney. The reason I'm called transplant warrior.
Yes.
Because we're the ones fighting for that second kidney. But you fight for your kids. You don't go on TV and make fun of your kids. And I'm sorry, I heard that.
Yeah.
I heard them words.
Disparaging a child.
It's sad. Talking down on a child, a missing child, that.
I've
Nobody looking. And I was very proud of Seth today. He looked great, and so didn't Betty.
Yeah.
I thought Betty looked really good. I made sure I watched it all. I wasn't, going to leave Betty high and dry. I go and I watch her channel. I actually think the world of her. I think that she's standing up for this kid, and I think that she's taking one heck of a beating for it. But
She is.
go Betty.
She is. She
Go
is.
Betty.
Yes. I mean, she is taking a beating. That is for certain. That is for certain.
But I am very proud of the way Seth looked today. I mean, he really went all out, getting dressed up for court and making sure that he was there to support Betty and for his son. I know it was court over Betty, but in the long run, this is all about Sebastian. That's who's missing. Sebastian is missing.
I mean,
And as long as Sebastian is missing, this is about him.
I mean, think about it. What did, like I said, what did Betty actually do? I mean, yeah, she said some things that I wouldn't say personally, and there's some things that I disagree with her on, but she hasn't said anything that hasn't been said to her. I'll just put it that way from others, and by even the Foots.
I mean, she hasn't done anything else either, that anybody else. There's a lot of people that believe they're guilty. And this is all over the internet. And yeah, I mean, and everybody can say what they want, but this is common sense. I mean, they were the last. I'm sorry. Katie was there. He's gone.
Right.
Now, I'm not buying any of the story that they have. I'm sorry. I don't believe this child wandered outside there, but it's in February of all months. A very cold month, by the way.
No, no. FBI.
It just disappeared into thin air with not one camera finding him. I'm not buying it.
The FBI are there for crimes, criminal.
Yep.
They don't offer a reward for a child walking out by themselves. That's not the way this works. They know that there is some sort of criminal activity going on here, and someone took this child out. This child did not walk on his own out by himself, in my opinion. I'm just going to, yeah. I mean, this is.
I don't believe that either. Let me tell you why I don't believe that.
There's a
I
car.
ran away. When I was a kid, I ran away. I ran away from home. My parents didn't do anything wrong. I was helping a friend. She was running away. I wasn't letting her go alone. We really ran away.
Right.
A day or 2 later, we were found. They found us. They got us home to our parents. They brought my parents into the police station. This is not a lie. They brought them into the police station. And I'm telling you, it was the 3rd degree. They weren't just going to give me back. They actually did that. They want to know what happened in that home and make that child run away.
Yeah.
I do not believe Sebastian ran away. He would have been found by now.
No.
I don't believe it.
No. He would have been found, in my opinion, very quickly. very, very quickly, in my opinion. And there's just nothing to suggest. If there's his scent inside, there's a scent in the driveway there. There's the scent in the backyard. But if there's a scent there, then if he walked away, there should be a scent. There's always a scent. Number one, and number two, he's going to be on camera. He's going to be on camera.
There's too many names.
Yeah.
Nobody lives in a house that expensive and doesn't put cameras on it. And I'm sorry, the whole neighborhood has beautiful homes like that. The
Yes.
whole neighborhood is nice. You do not have an asset like that not protected.
Yeah.
Those people had cameras. He would have been picked up. That's just the bottom line.
Yeah.
I don't believe aliens took him. That's not my thought. I don't believe he walked outside at all. I think he was carried outside. My personal opinion, and this is my opinion only, I think something happened in the garage. There's a huge dent in the garage door that nobody wanted to address. The lights were removed over the garage. Lots of questions about the garage. Now, and I don't care what anybody says, I think that he was taken out of that house. I'll always believe that, but I don't believe somebody came to the window and took him out of the house. I don't believe that.
No. I mean,
this was a very, in my mind, this was a very inside job. And the only two people that know exactly what happened are not talking. There is a $100,000 reward right now.
Mhm.
No one has came forward. That is common sense.
Yeah. And
They're keeping a very tight lip about what really happened to this kid.
yeah, and
I agree with Dolly. I think he's close to that house. I'm sorry, I agree. I think he's closer to that house somewhere, and he has been overlooked. They protect that house. God, do they protect that house? He threw a drone over it. They had a conniption fit.
you mean
Ask him about the reward. He's thrown them out of there. Come on.
yeah.
Joggers can't run by the house. They get stopped outside. I mean, come on. That's all. These are things that came out of people's own mouth that happened.
Yeah.
Allegedly, in my opinion, this has guilty written all over it. That's my opinion.
Right.
I could be wrong. I hope someone proves me wrong. I hope Sebastian's fine. I hope I would really love to say, I hope they put him up somewhere and it's some custody stuff and he's okay and he is fine. But my gut tells me so much different.
Yeah, I mean, I think if he was, in my opinion, if he was fine and he was just somewhere else with all the pressure stuff that is mounted, and the reward and all that, which I think the reward is for people to speak. I think he would have been conveniently be found by now, in my opinion. So, but anyways, thank you so much for calling, my dear. Really do appreciate you. Please call back again soon. Of course. Thank you.
I definitely will be calling back on another show. I've been watching you. I really love the show.
I appreciate
My
you.
phone's acting up, so it's hard to comment, but I promise you I'm here and I'm liking the videos I'm watching.
Thank you, my dear. Love
All
you.
right.
All right.
Thank you for covering Sebastian.
Of course. Of course. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye bye. Thank you for calling, caller. No, I believe there is someone knows. Someone in someone's family, in my opinion, suspects something or knows something. And I believe that authorities know that. And I believe they want them to come forward, or they want the least of those to come forward and speak. Because I believe they want Sebastian before they might do anything, in my opinion. All right, guys. I will be back at 8:45. That is 50 minutes or so from now. It was It was. Okay, let me check the email before I go. Check the email before I go. Posted out about TBI telling him he didn't need to take a lie detector test. Not sure if he called law enforcement or found out from dog. Not sure. Yeah, yeah. Listen, I don't believe for a second. I don't believe for a second, in my opinion, that TBI ever said that Mr. Foote needed to not take a lie detector test, and then and then said you do uh all of a sudden. Doesn't mean you're not working with them, right? You don't have to take a lie detector test. You don't. Mark Redwine believed no one would ever find Dylan Redwine, but one went up in the mountains and they found his skull and his bones. That is true. Oh yeah, let's do a chicken party. Hold on. Kelly?
Christopher! Oh, Grace! Oh, Grace! Christopher! Christopher! Oh, Grace! Christopher! Christopher!
Give me sugar, water. More, more, more. More, more.
Oh, your skin is hanging off your bones.
A pet cat. A pet cat. A pet cat. A pet cat.
Something that I believe we're privy to. Something that
Damn.
I believe we're privy to. Something that I believe we're
Working on it.
Okay. I mean, yeah. Even a fly, and he's like, oh! Yeah. Okay. I mean, yeah. Even a fly, and he's like, oh!
Yeah, Janine, I'm kind of just waiting to see on him. I mean, I watch a little bit of stuff, but we'll just have to see. I'll take a look, but I don't believe he's ever taken a lie detector test. Don't believe it. Justin, did you notice KP was not sitting beside CP while BHB was in the courtroom? Yes, I did. I didn't get that. I thought that was weird, to be honest with you. What time is the debate? I better change my phone. It is at 9 p.m. Eastern. I'll be streaming it on Hey Sweet Tea. If you guys want to watch the debate with me, we'll be watching the debate. I don't know why I'm doing politics, but I want to watch it, and I figured you guys would want to watch it too. So, okay. He's afraid of 125-pound Betty. Yes, at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 Central. They did. Maybe because of the ROs. I don't believe he took one. I just don't. I don't. Love you guys. I'll be back in 45 minutes. If you want to watch this debate, if you're in America, it's very important to stay, to watch this. It's important to make your decision. I will always late. I will work on that probably while the debate's going on. Thank you all so much for joining me. Really appreciate it. Whatever you believe happened to Sebastian, at the end of the day, none of us know. We have feelings and we suspect. But the whole thing about this is there's a 15-year-old missing, and he needs found, and he needs everyone involved, all hands on deck. And that includes his mother, especially his mother. God bless each and every one of you. I will be on Hey Sweet Tea in 45 minutes from now. God bless. Bye-bye.